district victory last week against Gregory Portland.
And here are the Bobcats scoring their first touchdown as John Paul Cantu hits Steve Alaniz. It was 7-0 Bobcats at the halftime thanks to the touchdown play score right there.
A little bit later, Cantu to Steve Alaniz, who's made a couple of these touchdown catches this year, bobbling and falling. In the third quarter, the Cats' offense begins to spark. John Paul Cantu to Steve Alaniz. Alaniz is off to the races, but he can't beat the last defenseman. 72-yard pickup.
John Paul Cantu, though, rallies the Bobcats. Watch here as he rolls out to his favorite receiver, Steve Alaniz. 13-7, Gregory Portland. This year is the pass. John Paul Cantu to Steve Alaniz. Alaniz had a big night last week when he caught all those passes, second highest ever in the state. Here it's Cantu to Alaniz for a touchdown. 26-0, Edinburgh on top. And then watch right before the end of the half, the same combo hooks up again, but first an interception coming up right here. The pass is picked off. And then we're going to see the pass play Cantu to Alaniz for another touchdown. 32-0 Edinburgh at the half. This is the final touchdown run. Abel Salas.
First quarter, second quarter action, Bobcat quarterback John Paul Cantu teams up with his favorite wide receiver, Steve Alaniz. The play covers 65 yards. He finally gets knocked off his feet at the 10-yard line. Then a few plays later from the 5, it's Jerry Salinas going in for the only touchdown of the first half with 7-0 Edinburgh. We're still in the...
Edinburgh broke out on top. The Cats' first drive goes for 90 yards, 6 points here as Steve Alaniz makes the touchdown. Now in the second quarter, 2 seconds left. Let's try that play again, guys. Cantu to Alaniz, 20-0 Edinburgh at the half. It was 33-6. Edinburgh over San Benito was the final score.
Time is running out in the first half. Bobcats trying to tack on one more touchdown to their lead. Quarterback John Paul Cantu spots his favorite receiver in the end zone, Steve Alaniz. Watch this great one-handed catch right there. No touchdown, you say? Why not? Because time had elapsed. A great catch nonetheless. AP
7 as they scored on a Cantu pass to Oscar Pettis. Here's the onside kick. Boy, a gutsy call right here. And Edinburgh gets the football, so you know they're going to be in good shape. Watch Steve Alaniz. Great hands. He made about 4 catches like this that showed super concentration. And then here's John Paul Cantu to Steve Alaniz. Touchdown ties things up. 13-13 tie score at the half. Now we go to the fourth quarter. It's a 4th and 1. Alice does not make it. Alice was ahead on penetration, so they just needed to hold on and keep the tie. Here a pass to Alaniz again, another great catch. And then watch Oscar
Former for Edinburgh. In the first quarter, John Paul Cantu on the first drive of the game goes to Steve Alaniz, a wide open Alaniz at that. 6-0 Edinburgh after the Bobcats.
And if that be the case, it will be a well-balanced offensive team.
Game time, 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, Corpus Christi's Buccaneer Stadium.
And set up Edinburgh's only score of the day. John Paul Cantu to Steve Alaniz. Nice catch, and it's 7-0 Cats at the half. The second
players of the year. Beginning with District 32-5A, Edinburgh senior wide receiver Steve Alaniz. Simply outstanding for the Bobcats this year. Scored the Cats' only touchdown against Judson. Finished the regular season, 10 touchdowns, 727. Receiver Steve Alaniz was tabbed as first-team member of the 5A offensive squad. Steve, and an outstanding senior season for the Bobcats. He finished with 10 TD receptions. He was the leading receiver in 32-5A with 727 yards on 53 catches. Steve averaged 13.7 yards per reception. Joining Alaniz on the 5A, Alston Ponce, an offensive guard from Mission. He made the second-team offense. AP